Shalom, shalom, Yisrael. Start by giving all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and salutations be told for the elect. Brother tells I'm coming at you from Great Millstone Tampa branch down here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson is going to be going in today. One step closer to mandatory MOTB. You got to say mandatory MOTB now, because that just goes to show you how close we are to the end. All right. It says China, this is AI overview. China has granted marketing approval for the world's first commercial invasive brain-computer interface, BCI. So BCI stands for brain-computer interface implant, officially beating U.S. rivals like Elon Musk's Neuralink to the public consumer market. See, there was a race to get the chip on the market. There was a race to get the chip advertised and be commercially available. All right, China just won that race, and that's why these devils are in a panic and a frenzy and a time crunch to move faster along with their NWO, because they're running out of time. It's looking like China's going to become the next world superpower with their brain chip implants, period. See? It's no wonder they got all this beef. It's no wonder China and America got all this beef over Taiwan, because Taiwan produces 70% of the world's computer chips. Okay? The chips that go in your phone, chips that go in your computer, and implantable chips. Okay? So that's what all this beef is about, because they were racing. And they just had this meeting. And they probably agrees, you know what? I'm going to let you have it for now. But we're going to come out with the hand chip. They may come to some agreement that they're going to come out with the hand chip first, while trying to come out with the brain chip. Or who knows? But what we do know is that the mark of the beast has now been commercialized and is now being advertised. It was just given approval. It was, what did it say? China has granted marketing approval for the world's first. See, this is something new. This is how you know this is the mark of the beast. Because scriptures say there's no new thing under the sun. All right? And the things of old shall be required. Okay? But this MOTB, this mark of the beast, what the scripture talks about being inserted inside of a person's hand or head, this has not happened yet. Okay? This is something new in the earth. All right? To where it's going to be on a global level, and it's allowing people to do miracles, being able to walk again, talk again, move a mouse with their mind. This one nigga said he was able to read people's minds with the chip. It says officially beating U.S. rivals. It's like approval for the world's first commercial invasive brain-computer interface implant. Officially beating U.S. rivals like Elon Musk's Neuralink to the public consumer market. In March 2026, China's National Medical Products Administration authorized the commercial sale of a coin-sized chip. It's like a coin-sized brain implant named Neo. Where you think to get the name Neo from? You seen the movie Matrix? All right. If you haven't seen the movie Matrix, watch the movie Matrix. Okay. It says, developed by Neuralink Technology, Shanghai Co., in partnership with Tsinghua University. The device is designed to treat severe paralysis by translating thoughts into movement. See? Translating thoughts into movement. All right. Neuralink, okay, which is connecting the neural network. All right. If you watch that movie Upgrade, It goes into detail on how the chip really works. Acting as a connector between the brain and the nerves, allowing people to walk again. All right, as a replacement. Okay, it says key details of the Neo commercial. Key details of the Neo commercial approval. Target audience: adults aged 18 to 60 with limb paralysis from spinal cord injuries who retain minor upper arm mobility. Functionality: translates a patient's thoughts to control an assistive prosthetic, such as a pneumatic robotic glove, allowing them to grasp utensils, write, and manipulate physical objects. See, look, that's how you know they're a step closer. Also, I shouldn't even say a step closer, but they have improved their super soldiers. Okay, we know they got them, but you see, if they're commercializing it, you got to understand that they're already 40 years more advanced than what they're putting out to the public, right? But it says it's going to be able to connect with robotic arms and limbs, okay, so that they can move. So these people you about to start seeing real deal cyborgs out here. All right. Let me grab this scripture, because we're one step closer to the end of the world with this alone. And every day is a day closer to the end, but this right here was a major movement. This is major news. Okay, the chip is now being marketed over in China, but guess where it's coming next? You see how they're saying they beat Elon Musk to it. What does that mean? That means it's coming here next. All right, so let's grab the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, the missiles. Okay, this is the beast we're talking about here. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. Rome revived. Okay, these devils are back at it, and they're accomplishing the goal that they've been wanting to accomplish since all the way back in the Grecian captivity, the time of the Maccabees. Okay, he said, what did it say? King Antiochus wrote to the people that they should all be one. Okay, one world government, one world currency, one world order, new world order. Okay, one world religion. They want everybody to be the same. Okay, they want everybody to be one in one body with Esau, Edom, one body in the devil, not one body in YAHAWASHI. They want everybody to be one body with Satan. And how is he going to connect you to that one body? Through this chip. It says, and did live, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Meaning what? It's going to get... Now you see what's being commercialized now. This chip is being commercialized now, but we're going to get to a point where this is going to be mandated, made mandatory for people to get either in your hand or in your forehead. That's like not forehead, your brain. And a lot of people going to get in their brain who has health problems or struggle with neural problems. But if you completely healthy people ain't got no problems, no health problems that they may need their chip in their brain, they're going to get it in their hand for convenience. Okay, to make payments, to pay their bills, all right, to show identification, all sorts of things, to open up their car door, okay, because you know they're starting to get rid of them gas cars. They want everything to be electric cars, so they can have control over your AI car. Your car gonna be powered by AI. They can shut your shit down when your social credit score is fucked up, or you said something against the government, or his new world order, his one world order. Okay, whatever it may be, something they don't like about you, they gonna, man, they can. If you watch the movie Upgrade, what did he have? He said he still had a gas car, but he got into the car, his woman's electric car. Okay, her car is an electric vehicle powered by AI, right? And someone hacked into their vehicle, hacked their car, and started driving it for them, so they couldn't press the brakes, they couldn't turn, they couldn't do anything. But they completely took control over that car and made them to get into a car accident. Okay, and that's what these devils gonna be able to do. Oh, you talking crazy? You speaking? You speaking against the one world order, the new world order? You speaking against our image? You know, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna take control of that vehicle and drive your ass into the ocean and lock all the doors. Okay, or drive you into a wall. And you know them chemical fires is a lot more difficult to put out, and they burn different, man. It's a painful burn. You can't put it out. Not like you can throw a blanket over it and just put this shit out. No, it's if you ever watched the anime called Naruto, you got something called Amaterasu, which is black flames, and there's flames that burn forever. Them motherfuckers burn until its target is incinerated, until its target is no more, nothing but ashes. It's gonna keep burning, and that's what they doing with these new technology cars, man. These AI vehicles, they finna have everybody driving. It's gonna be mandatory to have one of those to be on the road pretty soon, man. Okay. And slowly but surely, they're doing away with the monetary system that we have now, which these coins. All right, you see they ain't making pennies no more. You go to a Family Dollar, because I'll be delivering to Family Dollars. They got signs on the window talking about due to a nationwide penny shortage. Okay. So you see how they're quickly doing away with cash, physical coins, physical money, paper money, and everything's about to go completely digital. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads. So you see how this is going. You see the path of prophecy and the direction that everything is moving in. You know, what does that tell you? You need to be preparing, okay, spiritually, because the Lord is getting ready to return. And is your oil kept? You kept your oil? You kept your lamps? Okay. We're about to find out very soon. Because Revelations 3:10 tells you what? Let's grab it. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right. Revelation telling you that you got to be kept from the hour of temptation. The Lord has to keep you from it. It's not something that you can just, you know, so like drop my keys. You have to be kept from that hour of temptation. It's not something that you can just willpower your way through. It's not something that you can just glide through. No, you're going to need the Lord, man. You're going to need the Lord's help. This much is evident. Okay? If you think you can get anywhere without him, you're going to find out the hard way. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this hour, this time of temptation, where these people are going to be tempted to take this chip because they're hungry, all right? They're gonna give up on their integrity, okay? Sell out their integrity and go and get that chip. Go and bend over for this devil and get his branding. You want to eat? You want to pay bills? You want a place to sleep? You want hot water again? You want like electronics, TV? You want Wi-Fi? You know these people can't go a fucking day without their phones. Okay? So they're going to come with it. They're going to come with it hard. The fact that they say it's able to be digitally marketed now means that they're going to be pushing hard on selling it. They're going to be selling it like the next big thing. And that brings me back to a vision I had a few years ago of the MOTB being announced on the news here in America. It was announced on the news, and they made it seem like it was such a great thing, like it was the next big thing, like it was the greatest thing to ever come into the world, like something new. Like the news went off. I remember the news went off, and it was announced on everything, the radios. Shit, I believe it was the oven was sounding an alarm too. Kind of like when you get an Amber Alert and you hear the alarm everywhere. Man, they shot that thing off on your phones, on the TV, the radios, everything. They stopped all communications just to announce this advertisement, okay, in that dream. And then I remember the music in the back was, it was like an action. It was action music, kind of like the music from Attack on Titan. If you ever watched the Attack on Titan, the music they use, it's very exhilarating and action-packed. It puts a certain feeling inside of you of ready to go, you know, this ready to go feeling, right? And that's how the dream went. But you know, I remember it was the dream that I was fellowshipping with the brothers, and that came on the TV, you know, and we was just like, yep, it's time. But it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this time is coming upon everybody, okay? Not just America, but in China too. They're gonna make this shit mandatory. Hey, you wanna continue your daily life, your day-to-day, you're gonna have to lay down and get this shit chipped inside of you, twin. That's what they're gonna tell you. That's exactly how they're gonna tell you, because they the real YNs. They the real young niggas. And you about to find out how real niggas move, you know? We'll grab this Rev 12 and 12 and close out with that, because that just goes to signify how these devils were racing. These devils were racing to get the chip out. Like, what the fuck? It also goes to show you the Lord shortening the days and speeding up the times, hastening the times for the elect's sake. Because look at all these data centers they putting out. What does Scripture say? If the days weren't shortened, no flesh should be saved. Everybody gonna be dead in this bitch. Look at the data centers they putting out. And as a matter of fact, they talking about building one in the a few cities over from me. Okay, they're getting ready to build one over there, and you see what that shit's been doing. You got videos coming out of people, and it's not mainstream news. They don't want to talk about it, but you see these videos of people in the background who's really experiencing and living through this shit, showing you that their water is coming out dirt brown, bro. Okay, the water coming out of these sinks dirt brown. Who gonna brush their teeth and wash their face in that shit, man? Okay, who gonna take a shower in that water? Okay, who gonna flush their toilet in that water, or sit on the toilet and want to use the restroom in peace and water that looks like that? So their water, because they say AI takes up a certain amount of gallons per second. Like, I forget how many gallons they said, man, but it was a very large amount of gallons. 1,000 maybe. Let's just look it up. How many gallons how many gallons of water does AI use per second? It says AI doesn't have a single per second water rate because usage is staggered globally. However, data centers consume up to 5 million gallons per day. 5 million gallons of water per day. On a smaller scale, having an AI generate about a 100-word email, a 100-word email drinks around 500 milliliters, 0.13 gallons of water. So in this new AI world, which they putting billions of dollars into to bring forth this AI, this new world order, structured after AI and artificial intelligence, okay, and digital payments and digital ID, and okay, what did Trump say? We're living in a golden age. They're getting ready to bring in a new world order, man. They're bringing in a new shift, a phase, where everything's going to be run off of artificial intelligence, which is just man-made demons, okay? They're going to have cameras on every building, scanning your face. Look, they got this shit going on in China. So you see China is doing everything America wants to do, but they're just getting it done first. They're racing because they want to be the next world global superpower. But the Lord going to crack this shit open too, as it says in 2nd Ezra. You see? That's why the book of Psalms tells you why the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing. because it's vain for them to even race with America. They not scheduled to have the next rulership. Those that are appointed to have the next rulership are the Israelites, those that are in affliction and slavery and captivity today, to the Edomites. Okay, so no matter how they want to move it, it's just not set. It's not sanctioned for them to be the next global dominant superpower. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens. Rejoice, but terror will come on the earth and the sea. This is Rev 12:12 in NLT. For the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has a little time. Okay, so it's you only got a little time left, right? You see what China just did? So guess what's about to happen? All right, you're hearing of wars and rumors of wars, and in the midst of these things, you hear China commercializing the mark of the beast, beating Elon Musk to it. See, which they probably beat Elon Musk because America's at war right now. All right, so things are getting very juicy. So stay tuned in, man, and we on the way out, man. We on the way home, bro. The Lord is near. YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Shalom.